everybody, and welcome to another I don't know, I'm lost. Another Just Enough Heshy show. Everybody, the reason I messed up because Soya and Boomy bought me a vanilla. What was it?
He's on a sugar high.
I am on a sugar high. Wow, that's full of sugar. We're going to be taking phone
Okay,
calls.
we're not doing an advertisement
Right,
for Carvel.
Dimitri's going to put your phone calls on hold. We're going to take phone calls early this show. And just stay on hold and get to call in. But we're going to do a couple of commercials. The show tonight is for you guys. We have a lot to talk about. By the way, next week, everybody, Bernie Carrick, Commissioner Bernie Carrick, the police commissioner, the ex-police commissioner, is going to be on our show.
Ooh.
He's going to scream at us. He's going to scream at that idiot de Blasio.
Can he arrest him?
I wish.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about with the fake corona, and of course, Boomy's going to fight with me. There's no fake corona. I got you, Scott. Don't interrupt me. Anyways, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that I did this week. And by the way, Soy and Boomy, I didn't even introduce you. My good, handsome, delicious friend, Boomy. How are you?
I'm delighted to be here. I'm fine as always. Thank God.
And Soya, who did me a big favor today.
Pleasure as always.
I love you, beautiful lady. She got me a big map of the entire 48th and 44th district.
A colored
map. So we should know, all you people, that when I do announce, if I announce, it's still on the exploratory committee. And of course, next week our website and our GoFundMe account is going to go up for donations for the to elect Heshy Tishla as something. If I run, we're going to give shout outs quickly to Mira Nava, my granddaughter.
Mira Nava.
Sergeant Peter.
Sergeant Peters.
Ellie, my boy Ellie.
His boy Ellie.
And who else are we going to shout out?
I always like to shout out to my dear friend Dove Hyken.
Dove Hyken. He's not listening.
I don't know. He does.
Yeah,
he
does.
He's a big fan of Boomy.
And, you know, he just came back yesterday evening from Washington, D.C. He was at the inauguration signing of the peace treaty between Israel and the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. That's correct.
Didn't he send you a
He did. He sent me a beautiful clip and a beautiful video. I think we'll talk about it soon. Yeah.
We'll talk about it soon. Let's start our commercials. Otherwise, they're not paying us anyways. Chamula Jewelers. And the reason I'm doing it, because she always messes up. I got to do it for you this week. Chamula Jewelers. And I'm going to read from the script. They're located at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. You see how good I do it?
That's 718-336-1980.
Chamula Jewelers, a family-owned business for over 40 years, specializing in diamond engagements, rings, eternity bands, and diamond jewelry. Or just bring your own jewelry to redesign and freshen up for a new look. Chamula Jewelers.
We've got the sparkle for you.
Visit them again at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. And then what do we got?
TT Styles, Tehila Tischler. Hair, wigs, makeup, weddings, events, and all affairs. You can reach her at 718-675-6842. Or you can email her at Tehila, Tehila, at TEETEESTYLES.com.
718-675-6842.
And this is mine. And remember, she brings out the beauty in you.
You can't say this is mine. You have to just flow right in, boy.
Next time, I promise.
Okay, good. He always messes up. And now we have Soft Fusion. He's helping me with my website, Rovi Cohen. What a delicious man. His telephone number is 212-983-5050. 212-983-5050. Soft Fusion. These guys do websites, logos, everything with the web. He creates web pages for you. He helps you with your internet. Really, really good guy. Rovi Cohen, 212-983-5050. And then we go to technical difficulties. Avi Fleischer. Again, yes, he's still looking for a wife, but he tells me he's not looking for a wife. Whatever. 718-259-4593. 718-259-4593. Technical difficulties for all your computer needs. He sets up computers for you. He helps you with connecting to the internet. He just fixes all your programs. Wonderful guy. He's one of the best computer guys in the city of New York. Technical difficulties, 718-259-4593. And then, of course, my barber, 777 Barbershop, located at 4225 18th Avenue, 718-484-2499. Call him for an appointment. He really keeps his appointments. 718-484-2499, 777 Barbershop, located at 4225 18th Avenue, on the corner of 18th Avenue and East 2nd. By the way, Boomy today got his first fan, right, Boomy?
Yeah, actually, that's right.
Yeah,
You got one of these calls, and somebody was actually asking, why can't we see Bummy?
You get these calls till 2, 3 in the morning.
2, 3 in the morning. Matter of fact, I got
from different states.
I've been getting a lot of calls from Oman. There's a lot of people stuck at the border. Help me, Heshy, help me. I'm trying. I'm working some calls out there. I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe we're going to try to get these guys stuck at the border. Hundreds of people. This stupid.
Who was that on the phone that you just had 2 seconds before the show? What was their name? Let's give them a shout out. They're in Florida?
I don't know where they are. I think they're Jersey. I forgot his name. A young boy, wonderful. He's going to call into the show. He's going to scream at me also.
Interesting. You remember Inga, who we had on the show, the Holocaust survivor? I was speaking to her earlier today, and she said to me that she had just gotten in contact with cousins of hers, that she had no idea that they existed, long lost cousins.
Was it because of the radio
as soon
show?
as she mentioned you, they were upstate and out of state, and they mentioned you, and they said, oh, wow, you know him, Heshy Tischler? Wow, we'd like to meet him. We want to hear him. They were so excited, she said, just that you were connected with her, that she was connected with Heshy.
Hey, you know what I mean? Which I do. I'm good looking. And even though I think Eichenstein called me fat when I was serving the boxes, but we'll talk about that. Green Line Building Solutions. We are a great company. We help you with fire department, criminal violations, permits, plans, construction management, owner compliance. We open up your stop work orders. Matter of fact, today, I got 2 inspections done myself, opened up 2 stop work orders. Where are we located, Sawyer?
202 Foster Avenue.
Phone number?
718-871-0382.
718-871-0382. Located at 202 Foster Avenue. You need plans, permits. We have architects on
anything and everything.
Every architect staff. We have a lawyer on staff, and of course we have me. And then we have my favorite girl. Who is she?
Fallon's Place. She has beautiful clothing for adults, teens, and children. She's located at 3132 Bedford Avenue. Fallon's Place, FALLONSPLACE.com. You can reach her at 718-325-5667 or 718-FALLONS.
Oh, that's it. Oh, Wolf's Grocery. So I went to Wolf. I met Mr. Wolf on Shabbos, and he told me that he's not going to call me the whole week because he doesn't want me to make fun of him. I said, what should I do, Chaim? I have to make fun of you every single week. So, Chaim, I know you didn't call me a whole week, so I'm going to make fun of you anyways because how can I make fun of him, sorry, if he didn't talk to me?
I don't know.
Oh, his sister called me, and she tells me I spell friend wrong all the time.
How do you spell friend?
Friend. No?
That's absolutely correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
Well, I don't know what's wrong. I think those...
No, I know a song. Friend.
I don't know. Next. Anyways, Wolf's Grocery, located at 2362 Nostrand Avenue on the corner of Avenue J, not the corner. I know, Chaim, in the middle of the block. Anyways, 2362 Nostrand Avenue, right off the corner of Avenue J and Nostrand Avenue from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 718-252-1863. 718-252-1863.
You spelled friend right.
I know I did. What's wrong with her? She always bothers me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, who's next? Travelers, what?
Traveler's Choice.
Here we go. She's gonna
for all your travel needs. Tell us about Traveler's Choice, Sawyer, please.
They can plan your itinerary. They can have you go anywhere in the country.
That's not the script. That's not the script. Gosh sakes, he's going to kill me again.
Why do we have to stick exactly to the script if we can do the advertisement even better than the specific script?
And if we don't stick to the script, they're not going to pay.
No, he won't.
I see. Okay, then I better keep my mouth shut and stick to the script.
Okay, just make up anything. Who cares?
For all your travel needs, Traveler's Choice, your only choice. You can call the Lifers at 212-868-8698, or you can email them at josephlers@travelchoice.com.
And that's from Los Angeles to Hong Kong to Zanzibar.
That email was hard.
You want to go. Not only that, they will arrange for your hotels, your stays. They will arrange for your rent-a-cars. You don't have to break your head getting on a computer and trying Priceline and all these other smart stop places where you have to break your head and figure out this and that. They will plan the entire itinerary for you.
212-868-8698.
212-868-8698. And you got to say their names, Joseph and Devorah Lifer. Anyways, Yossi, I like him. He's a good boy. By the way, he invited me over Saturday night was it Thursday night last week for Chulent? You know what I mean? They have like a kumsitz, and I met a couple of people there, and we had a good time there. His wife was great. Cholent was.
How do you describe cholent to like
Cholent is
non-Jewish people?
Chili, hot chili,
Mm.
but not so spicy. Just with meat, and it's just delicious.
And with derma inside,
yeah,
kishka.
Kishka, right?
We call it kishka.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I like a bone also with the marrow inside.
marrow
that gives
bone.
a special extra.
that's right.
Um,
That's right. Very, very good. And of course, we have. By the way, I was driving around this week, and I got lost on Avenue U. And I found a guy called the Wine Tent, and he had my poster in the window. So I knocked on his window. I says, "Hey, what's your
I
name?"
saw the video.
Right. I made a video. I said, "David, come outside. I want to make a video." I made a video with him, and he was so nice to me. And we just chilled over there together. He didn't get buy me any food.
When you chilled, you mean you drank.
Right. 714 Avenue U. I'm purposely talking about you, David. The Wine Tent was he has everything. There
He's
was
smiling. You must have gotten him really shicker and
yeah,
drunk.
but he was having a good laugh. Heshy's making a commercial for the neighborhood, you know what I mean? But it was very nice. The Wine Tent, 714 Avenue U. What a nice place. Go in there. He's really got everything in there. I think that people should just pop into to the Wine Tent. How many more times can I say it? I think we're running out of time, but I have one more thing. I want to talk about one more of my friends.
Ooh, can I just mention attorney Abraham Hoshander for all your real estate needs? He does
Sure.
foreclosure defense, but preferably he likes to really do closings because that's his specialty. And you can reach him at 347-435-3402 or hoschlaw@yahoo.com.
I think that pretty much handles it, but I lost my friend. Oh, here he is. His name is Superior Collision, 1205 Coney Island Avenue.
That's Nussy's place.
Nussy's place. Nussy Giuseppe, wonderful guy. 1205 Coney Island Avenue, Superior Collision, 917-709-7777, 917-709-7777. They do all collision services and insurances, claims, pickups, delivery available from Lakewood to the Catskills. You don't have to go to the Catskills anymore. And his email is so crazy. Nussy, you got to change it. Superior Collision Services at gmail.com. I'm not going to spell it. I have to. SUPERIORCOLLISIONSERVICES at gmail.com.
And I told you last week, I love Nussy's mom. When we were at the hotel with her, Nussy's mom spoke to me in the way that my dad used to speak to me. Nussy's mom would say to me, Boomy, why don't you go make yourself useful? Go get me an ice cream. Go on, though. Don't just sit there. Beat it, kid. Go. She was so cute. She's a lovely lady.
I want to tell you one more. Prime by Ari. Ari's a very cool guy, especially before the holidays. He's located at 5010 16th Avenue. He has great meats. You can call him at 718-851-0051, 718-851-0051. Or if you WhatsApp him, you'll get a free delivery at 718-851-0288. And if you mention Heshy Tishley, you get 5% off your order. So 718-851-0288. WhatsApp him. He's located at 5010 16th Avenue.
We'll get you all your holiday meats.
Well, anyways, we're running late and we're going to do our show. So we're going to do our quick quote and we'll take a few phone calls after we speak. Here's my quote, okay, for the holidays. Be joyful and peaceful, knowing that right thoughts, right efforts will inevitably bring out right results.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
In other words, it's what you think and what you do.
But also you have to be joyful because every day is a tough day. I know that, everybody. I know that. It's tough for everybody, especially when Simcha Eichenstein, throws a box at me and calls me fat. No, I'm joking. That's not true. He didn't do that. But
Simcha's too sweet to throw a box at you.
Here's my joke. It's an easy joke this week. It's not too complicated to understand. I don't have to explain to you the finish line. As you know, I've been fighting with Linda about her stupid flowers.
So like every other normal couple.
No, because I did, because she tricked me into it. But you know what? I'll tell you why. Because she was mean to me lately. Lately I've been suffering dreadfully from insomnia. Really, I'm not able to sleep well. People call me in the middle of the night. They wake me
tried
up.
hot milk, Heshy.
So I've tried every kind of remedies, all sorts of remedy, but I can't find nothing that helps me out. So I was talking to Linda. I said, Linda, I can't sleep. I have, I tried all these remedies. So Linda says, listen, when I listen to your radio show, I fall asleep. So why don't you try talking to yourself? So let me just tell you, Linda, you're not getting any more flowers from me.
Linda's becoming a wise ass. I see she's letting you have it out.
She's getting to me. Anyways, we're going to start our show, everybody. Call into the first, you can watch us on Just Enough Heshy where? YouTube, Just Enough Heshy Facebook, Just Enough. I'm going to send out the links.
Check out your Instagram.
Right? Instagram. We have a lot of videos going on.
Heshy's all over the place.
All over the place. I'm getting lots of hits, a lot of fans everywhere I go. What number do they call in?
718-303-9090.
I knew that.
Yeah? What is it?
718-303-9090.
We're going to take phone calls from everybody tonight. And you know what? Before we start the show, let's take a phone call for the fun of it. Let's take line 4. He's waiting for a while. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Sawyer. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Heshy?
Yeah, who is this?
I spoke to you earlier, and I spoke to you before the show.
That's right. That's right. Wasn't one of you guys telling us that you're going to set up a lot of booths on Ocean Parkway to start registering people to vote?
Yes.
Very
I was
good.
one of those people.
Okay, text Heshy when you're doing it, so
right,
you
and I'll
know.
pass by for you.
And
You
we'll
hung up
do,
the
and we'll
phone.
post a video.
That's right. Well, anyways, they're going to be doing booth. Let's take another call because we lost the young boy.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya.
Hi,
Hi.
Heshy, are you going to make peace with Ezra Friedlander?
So I want you to know
Oh,
something.
wow.
You gotta be kidding me. Come
This is a
on.
winning question. Heshy is at peace with everybody.
I want you.
Ezra Friedlander needs to make peace with him and
That's
the community. He's screwing the community over. Come on.
So let me just tell you, guys. I want you to know, have a good laugh. This Shabbos, thank you for your call, young man. Thank you for the call. I want you to know, me and my son this weekend, we had to go to 3 Shaver brachas. You know, people got married. I went to, as you know, I went to a whole week of weddings, right? And as I was at the weddings,
It was a treat to see you in a tie the whole
I know
week.
the whole week. It bothered me because, and those skinny pants, they were killing me. So what happened was, let's take another call before I go. I'm going to talk about it.
I want to, talk about that.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya. We can't hear you. Turn off your radio, please.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, how are you guys? How you doing?
Hi.
Turn off your radio. We can't hear you. Go ahead. What's your
Heshy,
question?
what are we going to do? Heshy, this is Bert Dweck. What are we going to do about the garbage and grass on Ocean Parkway?
You know what? I've been complaining about this a long time, and it's a very good question, Bert. And I want you to know what the deal is over here. The Department of Sanitation is run by a woman. She's a wacko witch who took away the garbage trucks from Borough Park, Flatbush, and does not allow the schools to have special garbage pickup. So what happens was, it takes a whole week. You know, you put out your garbage, you get picked up twice a week. As it is, there's slobs. So we had a special garbage truck assigned just for us. And she took it away from us. Even though we promised to give her extra money, she wants us to now start separating from garbage to organic. As it is, we're doing recycling. Now she wants organic.
How about we separate her?
So
She's
I-
gone.
Yeah, but I have a question.
So
Heshy,
yeah.
Heshy, why aren't they cutting the grass?
Again, de Blasio is finding a way to hurt people in our neighborhood, and the Parks Department gets overtime. Still, nobody's watching them. Our politicians have to scream, and when they scream, you know what they told me? They told me last week like this: if you think, Heshy, when you get elected to official, you're going to be able to boss anybody around, they told me I'm going to wear a suit and tie, I'm going to stand in line, and if I don't like it, they're going to censure me. I can't wait.
You can't censure
You
Heshy.
can't. I'm going to stand up.
You try reining that
I'm going to
in.
stand up at that city council, and I'm going to moon all of them. You just watch.
Heshy, when are you going to run for city council?
I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm not going to moon anybody. That's crazy already. But they are going to see crazy. I plan on announcing right after the holidays. But you know, on October the 5th, we're going to thank you for your call. I'm going to talk about that. Push the button. On October the 5th, we're going to be making a big carnival, everybody. We're going to take your call in a second, caller. On October the 5th on 18th Avenue. I still don't have the money. I got the permits approved, by the way, everybody. October 5th between 55th Street and 18th Avenue and 60th Street. I'm closing down 5 blocks. I'm going to have 15 rides. I'm going to have free lollipops and cotton candy and popcorn and
The
everything.
Heshy Tischler fear.
You're going to have rides for the kids. We're going to have we're going to have
Everything.
everything. We're going to have a live band. We're going to have a concert. So everybody come to my show from Borough Park, Williamsburg, Brighton Beach.
And Heshy Tischler will
Yeah.
be there. You can get autographs.
That's right. So anyways, caller, you're on. What can I do for you?
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya.
Hey, how are you, Heshy? Big fan. Nate Betson. I'm from the Upper West Side of
We're losing you, Nate. Don't move around. What's up?
Nate Betson from the Upper West Side of Manhattan. How you doing?
How you doing, Nate? What's up?
I'm doing very good. Big fan of yours, first of all. I respect your work, so I want to thank you for that. I got a question for you, and maybe you have some advice. I'm in the Upper West Side here, and everywhere you go, there's homeless people.
I know that, and I want you to know, Nate, homeless issue is a very serious issue for me. And I've been trying, I go around during the week. I do like twice a week. I have extra clothing and stuff that I get from people, donations. And Linda gives me a couple of pennies to go out. We give people $2, $5, $10. Sometimes she gives me sandwiches. And I try to talk to them. And we even got a few people into some housing. Like I have right now a couple of people from jail living by me instead of living in a shelter. The problem with your de Blasio, after his wife, by the way, who's running for borough president, is a big deal made.
God help us.
She's
there's
there's a deal.
God
She's
forbid.
going to be borough president. So what's going to happen is he took 189 people off the street. There's over $1 billion. They put all the homeless people in a hotel. Now
They put them in hotels. It's out of control.
No.
They got people-
Listen to how bad it is. Mr. de Blasio, since there's still Corona, we can't have restaurants, we can't have parks, we can't have synagogues, we can't have schools, but he's taking all of the homeless people and putting them back into shelters where there is no 6 feet of social distancing. So if you're going to either tell me there's Corona or not, I have a solution for the homeless shelters. I was involved with 3 homeless shelters being built, not involved. I helped them get approved. I gave them some ideas how to run a little bit better, but still run sloppily. I have a homeless shelter idea that I'm going to make it like a hotel, like a little mini apartment. The people are going to want to come back. I want to give them jobs. I'm going to give them food. I'm going to give them to be waiters. I'm going to give them a better life. I have people coming home from jail, and all they want is just a purpose.
Productivity. If you have no productivity from these people, they have nothing.
Some of them sit on the street. They said, "Oh, I'm locked in," and they throw me out.
It's a revolving door.
I'm telling you that I can. And you know how much? And we don't have to put them in the middle of Queens and the middle of Manhattan. There's so much space on First Avenue, Second Avenue, by the waters, so many areas that we can build these places for them to go. But no, de Blasio's got to put them right in the middle of Manhattan, right in the middle of Brooklyn. They tried to put a homeless shelter in the middle of Flatbush, and I stopped it. Not that I have a problem.
It's amazing how de Blasio talks about bringing people back into the city, while with one hand, on the other hand, he's chasing them away from the city. It's sickening.
And de Blasio says go, because you know what? He wants to take. Do you know that they just, instead of they're giving people not to pay rent, or they have people who can't pay rent, giving them deferred payments. He has not laid off any government employee. I was sitting in somebody's office, and the government employee was nervous she might get laid off. I said, if they would have laid off just 22,000, like he said he was going to do, out of the 337,000 government employees, we would have saved over $1 billion, which we were $1.5 billion short of last year. But he didn't do that. Mr. de Blasio does not care about its residents. He's a bad man, and you know what? I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of the governor. I didn't threaten to beat up the governor. But if the governor comes here to threaten me, I'm not going down. He threatened my president, and anybody who threatens my president, that's it. And like the other caller, thank you so much for your call, by the way.
A lot of calls.
Thank
I'm
you,
going to
Heshy.
take another call. By the way, I am not angry with Ezra Friedlander. Me and him live in the same neighborhood. We're neighbors.
No, as a matter of fact, I'd like you to tell what you had a call with him just recently.
So Ezra Friedlander did make a mistake, and he insulted me because he likes de Blasio and Cuomo. So Ezra is whacked in his brain. But, my brother-in-law likes Biden. He's whacked also. So Ezra got crazy and upset me. So if I'm not going to defend myself, so how are people going to vote for me saying, if Heshy can't defend himself, why would he be able to defend me?
Who's going to stand up? That's correct.
Matter of fact, I am, what I did Shabbos, I went to these 3 kiddishes, these 3 shevachs. I walked from 13th Avenue, 15th to Bay Parkway and 63rd Street to Avenue J and Ocean Parkway. I ended up, so I sat down. I was so exhausted on Ditmas Avenue and Ocean Parkway. I couldn't move.
So it looked like Heshy lost a few pounds.
I didn't lose a pound because on the way I kept eating. And somebody found me, felt bad for me, took me to Ditmas Avenue to his house. He had 8 people there, and he didn't let me rest. I had to speak, but Linda came to pick me up after Shabbos. So I want you to know something. While I was doing it, me and my son passed Ezra Friedlander's shul, and I walked in there, and as I walked in, the entire synagogue got silent. What is Heshy going to do? Start screaming. I walked over to the rabbi, kissed his hand, waved to Ezra, and walked out. See what kind of a man I am?
Absolutely. We know
Anyways,
Let's go on. We've got so many calls.
You're
Take another
amazing,
call.
and
Go
you
ahead.
can't be
We have a lot to talk about. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Soya.
Hello, I have no idea what happened before we got cut off.
Go ahead, young man. So talk to me. You're going to be opening up, I hear, to help people register to vote on Ocean Parkway on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Listen, we are very concerned about Mayor de Blasio's leadership. We have to get him out of office, Heshy. Start a petition.
Well,
The bum is gone. Next election, the bum is gone. That's
It
guaranteed.
doesn't make a difference. We're still stuck with the idiot for a year and a half. So we're going to take another caller. But thank you for your call, everybody. And we're going to try, but there's nothing we can do about this idiot. We're going to just try to ignore him. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Heshy, Zaykazinto, how are you?
How are you, my brother?
Happy holiday, all nachas to you for the new year. Good Janta and the whole nine. How you doing?
We're doing great. I can't do any better because I know one thing. On October the 5th, I'm going to make sure to make 5,000 kids happy.
Oh, that's fabulous. This is Shmuley calling from Brooklyn, Shmuley, Jersey. I just wanted to tell you, Heshy,
516.
you're a mensch. You're a mensch.
Thank you, Shmuley.
And Friedlander is a rat.
Oh,
He's a massage. He's a musa.
You know
All
what?
right, let's put that aside for the moment.
Thank you for calling.
A good Ben Stewart to you.
I want you to wish all of you, and you too, Shmuley, I thank you for your call. Happy New Year to all of you. Let's take the 516 call. Hello, go ahead. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi, is this my nephew?
Heshy and Sawyer, how are you?
Hi, Donnie. How you doing? This is my nephew, Donnie Blumenthal from Lawrence.
Hello, Donnie. How are you?
Hi, Heshy. How are you?
I'm doing great. And October.
How are my dolls? How are the kids?
They're delicious.
Little Aaron
Absolutely
Simcha gets a
delicious.
very special kiss from me, along with Ben, little Mikey, and of course Yaakov,
Anyway,
and my niece
Okay.
Rachel Leah.
Thank you.
So tell us, what's up,
Thank
Donnie?
you so much. Just wanted to call in and let you guys know that we're listening and we support you, and we're here. Any particular questions or topics of discussion this evening?
well, I have a problem with your uncle, and here's my
Oh,
problem. Okay, he's crazy. He thinks that Corona is still around, and I'm telling you that Corona is gone.
Okay.
What do you say?
I like the previous conversation regarding real estate. I'm not in the medical arena.
So basically, you don't want to call your uncle
Real estate
crazy.
field,
You don't want to
so,
call your uncle crazy, but I'm right. Just say Heshy's right. That's enough for me.
It's
I see
okay. I
you.
won't hold it against you.
Donnie,
Thank you for
your call.
calling.
Matter
Thank
of fact,
you.
Donnie, I'm going to be coming out to Long Island tomorrow night. I have to go visit somebody who lost his father, a relative of mine. So I'm going to be. If you come around and you want to buy me dinner, I'm there for you.
Okay.
Anyways, Donnie, thank you for your call.
Good night,
We're gonna
guys.
take
Bye,
another
love.
Good
call, but
night.
I just want everybody to know the CDC, okay, and the FDA are both acknowledging that there'll be a virus ready by November the 1st. Now, everybody's screaming, oh, Trump is pushing them. I want you to know Dr. Fauci, Pucci, whatever your idiot's name is.
Fauci.
Who
Correct.
cares? I want you to know he's going to cause trouble because this way he's out of work. Now, the doctor...
Didn't somebody from the CDC just say that it's safer to wear the mask than get the vaccine?
Right, idiot. So I want you to know something. The CDC and the FDA, if this vaccine is not good, and it is in the final phase already, if the virus doesn't work, if the cure doesn't
Vaccine
work,
doesn't work.
of course they're going to say something. So Trump is
Can we
pushing.
try the vaccine though on like certain people first?
I just want.
I want to see if they drop dead.
Excuse me. There is. They've been
It's
doing
almost like selective breeding.
This
So
is-
that's-
Who would we like to give it to?
phase 3.
Maybe we can get the callers to tell us who they would like to give the vaccine to
Phase
first.
phase 3 has been tested on humans, and I'm willing to be one of the trial testants too. I'm not scared of taking the
No.
vaccine. Yes,
I have a suspicion that the vaccine will be 100% effective.
We should give it to the bozo.
Only, however, if it will not be effective as far as the mainstream media is concerned until after the election. After November 4th, then it will suddenly become effective.
you know
That's
what?
when it'll go
You know
into
what? That's
effect.
what everybody's saying. But I want you to know something. That I believe the vaccine is going to work. I believe that we do have approved. I think this is anyways burnt itself out. Anyways, let's take another caller.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Soya.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. How you doing, Reb Heshy? I really admire you, and you're a great guy. My question is like this. Everyone's saying we got to get rid of the mayor. However, if you get rid of him, who takes his place?
Well, number 2 is
That's a
Jamani.
problem.
No, Jamani.
Jamani
Right,
Williams.
Williams.
even worse.
But here's my question for you.
That people don't know that.
Do you know who?
Can it get worse?
It can get worse because next election you have Eric Adams, who made a deal with de Blasio's wife to run for mayor, and I don't think he's a good mayor. The man
He's
didn't do
not
great.
so bad, Eric Adams himself.
He's not.
Bad,
What's
Eric
his name might
Adams
run?
himself.
Giuliani's son might run now.
So Giuliani's son runs, then this city will get better. You know, the shootings. Thank you for your call, my friend. Thank you. The shootings, the murder, 50 murders and shootings on a weekend. It's just crazy. Crazy. De Blasio. And you know what? Did you see the social distancing for the holidays? You got to sit 6 feet away from everybody. You can only go to synagogue with a mask. Thank God they opened up the restaurants. I've been keeping restaurants open and wedding halls. Anyways, take another call, Sawyer.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. We keep getting cut off. I still don't get what's happening here.
Well, you're a fan.
Yeah, I know. I love my fans. You know what I mean?
Do you have any questions? Any other questions?
Yes, listen, Heshy. Listen,
You
Heshy.
do realize it's a 1-hour show.
Heshy. You should get onto city. You should be elected into city council, Heshy.
We are, my young man. We are gonna.
Because you have to fix up Olame de Blasio and Governor Cuomo's actions.
Wow, God, I have a lot of work to do. Thank you, young man. Thank you for
Thank
your
you
call.
for calling.
I want you guys
All right.
to know, when I get into city council, the way they explained it to me, because they sat me down, the big boys, and here's what I was told. You're one guy, Heshy. We have 51 people and 50 of us against you. So let me just tell you, my boy.
In every revolution, there is one man that sparks that revolution and begins that change.
Exactly.
And you are the one that will start that change.
I promise you, I'm going to attack. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take care of people there. This city council has billions of dollars misused, misappropriated. And if the city council censures me and tortures me, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm first of all, watch the city council channel every single day. Take a phone call, and you're going to see me make fun. You're going to see me tell you the truth. You're going to have a great time on the City Council channel. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Hello.
Heshy, what are the most important issues you're running on for council?
So, very good question. And I'm going to tell you what my platform is. First of all, number one, I'm going to be working on youth centers. We have one youth center in Borough Park, Flatbush, Midwood, and Brighton Beach. Now,
Children are our future.
We have two youth centers of kids on the street. I've taken in 21 kids, and that's not much. My youth center, where I volunteer at 1225 on 39th Street, we only could do 40, 50 kids. We have GED programs. We have pool tables. We have food twice a week. We need more of them. We need so the kids can get off the street. I want to work on aftercare programs in our community, after school programs. Mothers have to go running at 3 or 4 o'clock to pick up their kids, and if they're not, they're in trouble. I want to get more aftercare programs. Now, drug centers. We only have one drug center, and also postpartum depression. Now, you guys are making fun of me, but this is serious. We got $20,000 for our postpartum depression organization when the neighborhood that had some good representatives got $43 million. We have a big issue with postpartum depression. I have 82 suicides already. I'm up to 82 suicides of young children. We need help. These are the issues. Homelessness is a problem that I don't know how to solve. It's a tough one, and I'm going to be working on it slowly. I have an idea how to work with developers. People coming home from jail. There's a lot of us coming home from jail, and now we have a problem. We don't know where to put them. They don't have housing. Nobody wants to give them housing. I have 3 guys living by me who are felons, and we got them jobs. I know that if I work with different businesses, and so far I've gotten a lot of people jobs, we make together a community. And my best and hardest problem from all of you guys, I'm going to make sure that these driving, it's just wacko. It's just crazy. Take line 2. This driving, today it took me 45 minutes to drive from 18th Avenue and 47th Street to 13th Avenue and 47th Street. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer. How are you?
How are you, Heshy?
How are you, my brother?
I have a suggestion of how we could handle the homelessness situation. The nursing homes have been hit really hard with the coronavirus, and they've lost many of the patients, thousands of patients. Now, a lot of the nursing homes, empty beds. Temporarily,
Well, you're making a mistake. The nursing home beds fill up real quickly. The nursing homes are
I don't want to put
but
homeless with unknown
Right.
circumstances
The homeless-
into
the-
bona fide nursing homes.
you keep forgetting that the homeless people are normal people. Some of them have some mental illness that they just need medicine.
They need
to
special programs.
They need special
can't
programs.
be-
And we could do that if we set up a normal facility by squashing them into a basement hole or a dirty rat building. That's why they run away. That's why they'd rather sleep on a street than live with cockroaches and mice and disgusting squashed with other people. It's
you
terrible.
simply cannot mix the elderly, healthy elderly people that are in nursing care together with
But-
homeless.
And also,
That's
the
not a
nursing
workable
homes
solution.
are usually for the elderly and for people that are rehabilitating.
But
and
I want you.
homeless is all
But-
ages.
But Sawyer, a lot of these nursing home and old age homes, which my family's involved with, a lot of them are improperly run.
Right.
They just sucking in the money. And I was asking one of my cousins, you don't have enough staff. Oh, we're understaffed because we don't get enough money. I said, you know why you don't get enough money? Because you're sucking all the profits for yourself, and you're not doing money. You're not properly doing. You have to make extra money. Make a little bit less. Take better care of a person. We have so
it's
many.
like the hospital,
Right.
not to mention a specific name, but hospitals that are serving stale food and they're collecting thousands of dollars per bed per day.
We had just in our
Give
community,
fresh food.
we had 1,400 people die, and you all think that hospitals are competent. I don't work. I volunteer in the hospital. Half those nurses and doctors that I do like are idiots. They're incompetent. That's why they can't go on their own. Doctors who are smart have their own practices. When you're working in the hospital, they have to be supervised by a head doctor, by a head nurse. Most of them are incompetent. So when your governor and mayor said, "Oh, the hospitals are frontline workers," they're frontline stupid people that are not being watched. They don't know how to care. A hospital knows how to come in. You have a head doctor that looks it over and tells the little workers what to do. My office, we have 14 people working for me. And they all tell me, "Oh, Heshy, our company." I tell them it's not a company. You work for me. I supervise. I tell you what to do. And I make sure that at the end of the day, when all of you do your jobs, I'm the one who's responsible. But when you give responsibility for somebody who doesn't know how to finish the job, of course you're going to lose 1,400 people. Of course 20,000 people are going to die in New York City when you have an incompetent mayor who has no good staff around him. Our mayor's people around him, from his liaisons to his secretary to his Department of Sanitation chief, a woman, I bet you she doesn't even take out her own garbage. This sick woman is the first person I want to fire. And you know what I was told? If I go up against her, I'm going to lose. Listen, lady, whatever your stupid name is. Garbage lady, you are gone. I'm going to promise you're gone. And all commissioners at the DOB, I know you think I can't get rid of you. I'm going to make you so miserable that God himself is going to come down and rip your soul out. I know you people are laughing at me.
And that'll be a relief for her.
Right. You're going to watch my committees. You're going to watch me call them in and subpoena them. Watch the cable channel, the city council channel that is boring, because when Heshy's on there, it's going to be the #1 channel. Let's take another call. We lost him. Take line 3. You're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Yes, thank you for taking my call.
Hi.
I'd like to remind you that who's the other gentleman who's sitting there with you? What's his name?
His name is Bumi.
Bumi mentioned, when you were talking about the vaccines, he mentioned selective breeding. This has to do with eugenics, and he was referring to what vaccines were made for, to get rid of a certain part of the population or another part of the population. This way, we have to be very careful of what vaccines can do and the damages that they can do, and
that's why we should give them to certain politicians first.
I agree.
That would be a very good idea. And beware of the autism. They cause autism. Okay?
I agree. You know what? I don't know what to tell you. I know the government wants to decrease our population. By the way, if you notice, during this pandemic, there hasn't been that many births in the hospital, even though I just had 2 new nieces, my 103 and 104, number 103, 104. But I want you to know something. I believe that I know you're going to laugh at me, Bumi. I know there's a conspiracy. I don't know what. I can't give you an answer what, that the whole world came up with this idea.
You're saying that you're going on a feeling, Heshy?
I'm not going on a feeling, but it's not normal that 2 people die in the country of Uganda out of 45 million, but out of 8 million New Yorkers, we had 20,000 people that died. It just doesn't make sense. Somebody's got to explain it to me. You got to explain to me how a pandemic,
whatever it is,
how a pandemic that they're not sure. You have doctors telling us that it was made in Wu Chang or whatever that city is, man-made pandemic, not made pandemic. But in 1969, nobody cared that 100,000 Americans died. In 3 years ago with HRS2, whatever it was.
That was the Obama administration.
Whatever, right,
that was different.
Right. Now you're telling me that black people die more than the white people. But
don't forget, Obama brought in that Ebola virus, and he said, "Oh, let's keep bringing them in." Do you remember that?
So I want you to know there's always something to blame. People get sick, people die. You have to take care of yourself. Thank you, caller, for your call. And I want you guys to.
I still say, whatever it may be, I like the idea of just exercising the side of caution. Be cautious.
Stop. Listen to me. You. I don't mind being cautious. You want to wear a mask when you go into a store, fine. But you're shutting down schools. These teachers don't want to work. As it is, they're all nervous going back to school because they can't control their children. They're incompetent teachers. They're old timers that should all retire. We have to get young guys in there. I know that I was a great teacher. When I was a young guy, I was cool. I knew how to deal with the younger generation. Now that I'm older, I don't think I can deal with kids as great, even though I'm great with kids. And you're going to see my carnival. I want everybody to come on October the 5th between 55th and 68th Street. We're going to have 15 rides or 12 rides, popcorn, cotton candy, water. We were going to be giving out for free. I'm going to have a little booth if you want to donate to the Heshy Tishler committee to elect Heshy Tishler. We're going to have a big concert, 2 big concerts. We're going to have magicians. I don't know. They made a whole thing over there. Come to 18th Avenue on October 5th. Mark it down. Spread the word. Let's take another call.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Soya.
Hi, Heshy. This is Leah. I'm on the line with Stephanie as well. We're talking about...
Hi, Leah and Stephanie.
Hi.
Shut off your radio.
We're very excited to be on. Great show.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, Heshy, thank you so much. And you really work on all the things that we need in Brooklyn. You're wonderful when it comes to the parks and opening up and cleaning up our streets and working on the hot topics of the day. We're really very lucky. We're very lucky for you to have us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know what? It does concern me. People don't understand. I'm getting calls. Thank you for your call, girls. I'm getting calls from Uman. People call me about opening up. Today I got called on.
I wanted to actually talk about that, Heshy.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. But somebody called me about opening up a public school yard. So I said I can't cut the chain on that because it's private. So I called the superintendent. I've been arguing with him a little bit, and finally he opened up one side of the park, which is good enough for me right now. Everybody thinks we can fight. Douglas Joblin, a very nice man, helped us go from 4 hours to 8 hours in the hospital. You're right. I wanted 24 hours. I'm not happy compromising. But you know what? When the people shout, if people can stand with me and fight with me, especially when I'm in the city council, and don't think I'm only going to represent the 48th and the 44th districts where I live with Carmen Yeager. I'm going to represent the entire city. When I work my job, everybody says, "Oh, Heshy, you have enough work in Borough Park, Flatbush, and Midwood." I work with the Syrian community. I work with the Black community. I work with the Spanish community. I work in Queens. I work in Flatbush. I work in the Bronx. I work in Manhattan. My problem is that you people don't understand we are one city. We are one town. We are one people. And I keep repeating that.
Well, wherever you fix one place, naturally it follows that every place else gets fixed at the same time. Is an improvement across the board.
That's what you have to try.
And there's only one guy for the job.
Right. We have
Heshy Tishler.
We have a mayor's task force that are just a bunch of Jewish haters. And by the way, I got I want you to know, I got private information that the building department is purposely going after Jewish-owned properties, homes, building sites. You're talking my owners are being paid in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're raising taxes, but they're not even lowering the taxes. They're raising interest. A normal bank charges 3% interest, 4% interest. The city of New York, if you pay your taxes late, is 18% interest. It's criminal. I'm going to stop that.
I think Mayor de Blasio has clearly already proven himself to be a notorious anti-Semite, even if he
right. But I want you to know, I am going to stop all that stupid legislation they pass every month. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have 2 lawyers just working for me, and I'm going to make 900 legislation bills. I'm just going to bring it into the city council. I know none of them are going to pass, but I'm going to waste their time so much that they're not going to put through any wasteful legislation to hurt my people. I'll put stupid legislation in so they can't pass their bills. I don't care if you censure me, Mr.
You're going to keep them busy.
Everybody is definitely going to be aware that Heshy is a force to contend
and I want you to know, My number will not shut down. I promise you. Let me give you one promise. I don't lie, I don't steal, but I do make a lot of mistakes. But here's the one promise I can make you when I get elected. My phone will be on 24/7. Yes, even on Saturdays. I won't pick it up, but I will have emergencies. If something bad happens, I'll be there for you, especially if something happens in my city, anywhere in the city. I'll be working tirelessly for 18, 20 hours a day. I do need a couple hours sleep, even though Linda makes fun of me and she doesn't care. But I want you to know, and she also shuts off the heat just to make me freeze, that little witch. Anyways, terrible. Last night she put the air conditioner on. Is she crazy?
Let's take another call.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya.
Hi, we're here to talk about voter registration day on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, September 22nd. We're working with the United Jewish Voter Alliance. I have Leah on the phone. I'm Stephanie. We're doing a huge campaign to get people to register to vote.
Where are you going to be?
Really important.
Where are you going
to
be?
Want to tell them the location?
Yes, tell your location. We're going to be at Shari Zion, the synagogue. We're going to be at the Sephardic Community Center.
Where is the Shari Zion Synagogue? Give us some more information. Where are these located?
Okay, they're located. So Sephardic Community Center is located on Ocean Parkway and Avenue S. Beth Torah is located on Ocean Parkway between I and J, or J and K, sorry. And Shari Zion is located on Ocean Parkway between T and U. So we'll be there most of the day on Tuesday, the 22nd, between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we'd love to see everybody there to educate, to help them.
That's wonderful, because our listening audience should be aware that voter registration is critical. Everybody should be registered to vote. This was a very big thing. I remember when Dov Hikind was still in office years ago, he had a perpetual voter registration drive.
Do you have a phone number that people can call you, so in case they need help with registering or whatever it is to come vote? Or
people can definitely reach out. This is a division of the SCF, the Sephardic Community Federation. One thing to note is that this is bipartisan. Anyone can vote, register to vote for whichever party they want. However, it is important to note that New York City does not have Republican primaries. If you want to vote on June 22nd in the mayor primary, then you must be registered as a Democrat in New York City. Of course, you can vote for Republican or Democrat in the
What's
general.
the phone number?
That's no problem.
What's the phone number that people can call in case they want information, in case they can't they don't have a pen and paper, but they could just memorize a phone number? What's the phone number they can call?
There's no phone number. They just can come on in at any of those three locations that I mentioned, that Sephardic Community Center, Shari Zion, and the Beth Torah synagogues, and we'll be more than happy to help everyone there.
We appreciate your call. Thank you. We'll take another call. All the best.
Thank you, Stephanie. Guys, go out and register, because I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you on June next year. By the way, there's big elections coming up this November 4th. I just want you to know. Now, I like Simcha Felder. He gave my son an A, by the way. You know that? Did I tell you that?
You told us that story.
I know that. He was my son's professor. My son said, my God, and he actually gave him an A. Me and my son are laughing, and I called up Simcha Felder. I said, Professor Felder, thank you. Happy New Year. And he texted me back. He says, your son is a wonderful kid. Now, guys, he's running for senator. He's unopposed. So if you want to vote for him, go to the polls. But, there is a place where you can write in somebody's name. You have a right. It's your constitutional right to vote. I always say vote, even if there's nobody running against him. And it's your constitutional right to write in anybody else's name. And if, God forbid, 4,000 or 5,000 people write in Senator Heshy Tishla, you might get lucky. But again, I'll be running for city councilman. I'm hoping to announce that soon.
Anyways, Heshy, I'm starting to get jealous of all the callers, because I had a few things I wanted to discuss, and people are calling in continuously, which are great. And I can't even talk about the things I want to talk about.
We have to talk to the callers.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya.
No.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. Who do we have?
I wanted to ask Heshy one question. How does he do so many things every day?
He's amazing, isn't he?
Hours and 20.
Before I turn over in the morning, he's already done a half a dozen good deeds.
No. I just want you to know, my father and mother showed me what a work ethic is. My father used to get up every morning at 5 a.m. And when I used to wake up, he wasn't there. He worked a whole day. And I remember used to getting up early to catch him. And I remember walking with him to work on a Shabbos. I was so excited. He held my hand. He took with me. And I just saw the man go as a machine. And he told me time is very important. You don't waste time. And he passed away as a young man at 60 years old. And I lost him as a young man, but I was so proud of the stuff I saw him do. And even my mother, always on the run. I get up every single, thank you for your call, by the way. I get up every single morning at 4:30 in the morning. I have a lot of stuff to do, and I have my programs, and I wish I could do more. And everybody wishes they could do more. So I try not to waste time. And of course, my wife doesn't let me watch television anymore because I think she stopped paying the cable bill.
Heshy, can we hold some of these lines and talk about some of the big issues? I don't get the.
Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, who do we have?
My name is Sam Terzi. How are you?
Hi, Sam.
I have a question for Heshy.
Go ahead, Sam.
I would love to volunteer to help you get votes to get into the city council.
So that's good. And I'm going to be asking all of you on October the 5th. We are going, and I'd like those two girls. What were their names? Leah and Stephanie. If you're still listening, Leah, Stephanie, I'd like you to come on October 5th when we're doing the carnival and set up a voter registration booth as well.
That's a great idea.
And come over there. You're going to have like 5,000 kids with a lot of their parents. What I'm going to do is I'm going to need volunteers, by the way, to help me run some of the carnival booths and rides. And come on down in February when we do our signature. I'm going to want at least 100 people to go out there. We don't want to have any signatures in contestant, whatever. What is it? Contention? Contested. So we're gonna want at least a minimum of 5,000. My campaign manager says, "Oh, you only need 3,000." I want 10,000. But
Heshy, you have thousands of fans. You'll be able to get 10,000.
I need registered voters in my district.
Heshy, I'm going to come see you October 5th. I want to volunteer for you.
You got it, my brother. Good. I have one. You have my number, 718-288-7844. You'll find it. Listen to my show. And I would like you guys to come. Call me up. I can use as many volunteers on the day of October 5th. And we're going to, of course, in February go more. But I love you for thanking you for calling to volunteer for me. And I promise you, no matter what part of this borough you live in, but I was telling you before, my schedule is simple. I wake sometimes Linda up in the middle of the night because when I go to the hospital, I like to take sandwiches for me.
I thought you were going to tell me you got some free flowers from the hospital.
Wow, that's a very good idea. I didn't even think of that. That's brilliant. Terrible. You're a very bad girl. So yeah. Anyways,
can I get?
No. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, but I want you to know my day starts at 4:30 in the morning. I watch my little news to try to catch up on the day. I shower, change, and by 6 o'clock I'm out of the house. And I have sometimes to be at work at 8 o'clock or to do an inspection. So I go volunteer. I see 2 or 3 people that are on my list on the weekends in the hospital, and then usually the rest of the time I go on Shabbos to Saturday to visit my peoples, and I run around and I don't get home till 1, 2 o'clock. And after that,
you're on WhatsApp till 4.
No, but you know what? If you think I'm joking,
I see you.
I have 8 o'clock about 8-10 hours scheduled day, and then of course Monday my youth center, Wednesday our show, Thursday we pack boxes. There's a schedule, and then in my house from 10 to 12 at night.
No sleep in your schedule,
right? There's no sleep. And Linda, this week I fell asleep at 10 o'clock in the house at 9:30, and she didn't wake me up. She took away my phone. I got so angry because she left me with my clothes on in the living room. I said, Linda, why did you do this to me? People came to the house, and I can't believe you fell asleep. But Saturday night I spend with Linda a couple hours. I take her out to pizza. It's cheap.
You're a big sport, Heshy.
I am.
The other day,
pizza's not cheap. It's $3.50 a slice.
No, I got a place,
but we're not going to do a free.
No. But I found a place where you can get a slice for $3. So I shared a slice of pizza with my wife, and I actually offered to share my Snapple with her as well.
Wow, $3. You're wonderful. Anyways, go ahead.
I would like to. Yeah, I wanted if I can just.
I want to ask you, who are you voting for, Biden or Trump?
Obviously,
Heshy.
Trump. Is that a question?
I just want to make sure.
Or is that some sort of? That's a.
Everybody's telling me that Biden even has a chance. I believe that Biden's going to get wiped the floor with.
I think there's going to be a landslide against Biden. Biden obviously is not qualified. There should be probably.
You have to be nuts to vote for Biden.
There has to be an extraordinary competency hearing, but I think the Democrats are interested in seeing Biden get elected because then either they will then hold a competency hearing, declare him incompetent so that Harris and the squad will then take over. But one way or another, they're going to be in control if, God forbid, Biden gets elected.
Sometimes people say, Heshy, how does one person do something? and I'm going to give you this. I'm going to turn over the mic to you, Bumi. You know, I had a problem last week with Sterling National Bank, and I want to thank them on the air. Sterling, there was letters placed in front of their bank. You can't put tables here for the holidays. We're going to take them away from you.
I saw the beautiful letter that you got from them.
I went in front of the bank, and I want to take this call, Shimon Gifter, right now. Pick him up because I love Shimon. And
Hi, Shimon. You're on the air with Heshy, Bumi, and Soya.
But Shimon, let me finish. I went to the front of the bank. I made a tough video on them. They wrote me a letter. They said it wasn't our letter. We, of course, allow the community. And again, one person with a voice, you shout. Don't let it go away. They wrote me a letter, and they said, we want to work with the community. I'm so happy. And I then went back to the bank with my suit and tie on my way to a wedding. And people film me from behind how I keep my little camera on my car.
Will see with time, as time goes by, that one person can accomplish extraordinary deeds and he can spark a revolution across the board.
I am going to make a revolution. Shimon, how are you, my brother? I know you're angry at me.
Angry? What? Angry? Angry about what?
I don't know. I do things wrong, I guess.
What does that got to do with me?
I don't know. I got a bad text from you this week. Heshy, you're a bad man. I think you wrote that. Or it was one of the other.
You sound like a Democrat now.
I know.
You're blaming me because you're angry?
I am running as a Democrat. I'm ashamed to say, but I have no choice, Shimon.
I'll be a Republican at heart.
You better believe it, my brother. You better believe it.
I spoke to a lot of Verizon guys. Amazon guys. In Borough Park, you see a lot of these Amazon trucks just like everywhere in the United States doing their deliveries.
Yeah.
I spoke to these drivers. Who are you voting for? Every single one, Trump. Like 20 of them yesterday. It's unbelievable. Everybody's trying. And I said, who did he vote for 4 years ago? And all of them were like Hillary. So I said, why? What's different now? They said one of the main things they talked about was jobs. And they said this guy keeps his word on everything. It's very interesting.
People are not as stupid as the Democrats
Shimon,
and the progressives believe them to be.
But Shimon, the stupidity propaganda coming out of CNN is so good that some people really, like, I have family members that actually believe that Biden is better. And I tell them, jobs, economy. You know, they voted this AOC bad. I don't want to call her a bad name. Really, I really want to say a bad name. She shut down Amazon. Just imagine that Amazon right now would be up and running. We have 25,000 billions of dollars, 25,000 more jobs, and I have people out of work. The whole week, and I promise you, Shimon, when I get into the city council, I'm not going to be like the rest of them. I'm going to go knock on Amazon's door. I'm going to bow down. I'm going to cry like a girl. I understand I'm making fun of girls, but I don't care. I'm going to cry to Amazon. I'm going to say, listen, give me another chance. AOC is a drug addict, retarded. I don't know what else to tell you about her. We made a mistake. I'll give you the entire First Avenue. Bring your place in because it's empty. Vacant space.
The decisions that Cuomo and de Blasio made, it's unbelievable. Get rid of Amazon, get rid of restaurants, get rid of this.
But Shimon, I have a question for you. Shimon, de Blasio and Cuomo are in their 50s and 60s. These are men that are educated. These are men that run a city. Are they really this stupid? Really, I just can't. Sometimes I think, are they really this stupid?
I go through the same thing. I'm shocked. Like I don't even know what to say.
Regretfully, I believe.
I know they're not dumb people.
No, Shimon, I believe it's a combination of stupidity and genuine evil too.
Yeah, they are evil.
Yeah, some of it is evil. There's no question about it. But the other half is like, it just doesn't make sense.
Shimon,
they're hurting their own base. That's what makes no sense. They're hurting their own people.
Yeah, that's it. And they don't care about a life. I care about it. When I go to the hospitals, I sit there, I cry with them. When I see a young kid that tried to commit suicide.
They have an agenda, and it's not the people that are their concern.
I know. And that's my problem. They think that their budgets, I speak to a lot of city council.
What we need in this state, it can't happen this election, but for the next year, we have to have a recall system. This is something that every single lobbyist, Jewish, not Jewish, I don't care who they are, white, black, Chinese, everybody has to get together and demand and lobby the state for a recall system.
Recall de Blasio.
You know what, Shimon? When
other states have it.
I know that when I get elected, Shimon, you should remind me, and I'm going to make legislation that will allow recall elections. Brilliant.
That would be a proposal.
Very good. Wonderful proposal. You see, this is some idea that I would like. The same way that I'm going to work on my traffic issues in Flatbush and Borough Park. I will work with Kalman Yeager to create better traffic situations. I'm going to show you how to put the buses away.
Traffic. traffic. Every 4 lane becomes 3 lanes. 3 becomes 2. 2 into 1. Bicycle lanes.
And then
Dog
schoolhouses are taking away whatever little bit.
It took me almost 2 hours to go today from Williamsburg back to Midwood.
It took me 45 minutes from 18th Avenue to 13th Avenue, 5 blocks. I was like, and people were screaming at me. They didn't believe me. I have a friend, Mr. Deutsch, was saying, Heshy, you're lying. I said, I swear, I can't move down the block. Shimon,
you know what, Heshy, me and you, we're going to direct traffic tomorrow. How about that?
You know what?
I'll be my next video.
You know what? Thank you so much. I thank you, Shimon. I love you. Thank you. Have a great week. And Happy New Year, Shimon. Good Kibetz. I want you to know, I didn't mention Kalman Yeager, Simcha Eichenstein.
I want to see you. I want to see you direct.
Assemblyman Simcha Eichenstein. Even Greenfeld was there, and a lot of the community board members. They were giving out free food to hundreds of people, and those boxes weren't a joke. And I made a video. Yeah, they did very good yesterday. I was proud of them. It was honored to be with them, to work with them. They even had a census place. Everybody, census is here. Sign up for the census. We're coming to the end of the show. Boomy, I didn't let you talk, but I know there's no corona. Come back next week, everybody. Watch my show. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Good Kibetz. And Eddie from Dyker Heights called me. I didn't call him back.
Happy New Year. Good night, everybody.
The preceding program is a paid advertisement. The opinions and views expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of AM 620.